Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice for radio, and today we've got a bunch of new products to talk about, and at this stage you're probably thinking, hang on a second, Wassy. Over the past couple of days, you've shown us the new set, Fusion Strike, and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's been so much news, how can there be more things to talk about? And the answer is, I don't know. I don't make the news. I just share it with you and tell you all about it and what it means and break it down because that's fun for me. And it's not entirely Urshifu related today, but it's pretty Urshifu related today. So let's start off taking a little bit of a look at a couple of new VMAX collections, one featuring Urshifu and the other featuring Urshifu. Yeah, we've got the Urshifu VMAX Premium Collections, one featuring Single Strike and one featuring Rapid Strike. And you can see from the screen there that you get one version of the Pokémon V, one of the Pokémon VMAX, plus a Jumbo, and your Special Energy, and a bunch of packs. And I cannot be the only one that thinks this looks extremely cool indeed. Now, these do come with 8 booster packs in total, and on the back of the box it does say a code card for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, which I know does seem to fly in the face of what I told you yesterday about Pokemon TCG Live, but I don't think Pokemon TCG Live was supposed to be announced yet, and I don't know if these products are just releasing at a time when they are actually going to have PTCGO codes, or whether this is old versions of the product with PTCGO on. I don't know is the honest answer, but I don't think it really matters because, like I've said, there is absolutely no way whatsoever your collection doesn't transfer over. There's no way they would do that, so it doesn't really matter in the long run. And these are cool, right? Because Single Strike and Rapid Strike Urshifu, I mean, Single Strike is good, and it's a deck which has seen a bit of success here and there, has been played, has been winning. But Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX is arguably the best deck around at the moment. The counter argument is Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, and then there's an outside argument for Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, but those are basically considered to be the 3 top choices post-rotation, and being able to get a Pokemon V and a VMAX along with a Special Energy and a bunch of boosters is awesome. If you're a fan of Jumbo promos, this is great, because obviously you're getting a Jumbo version of each of them. And if you want to make the deck, this is great, because you get one version of the V and one of the VMAX. And it is worth pointing out, we have seen promo versions of both Single and Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, and they're bad compared to the regular Vs. Well, the good news is, not the case here. They've only ever had one VMAX each, it had to be the good one, but you've got the good Pokemon V coming in here as well, which I, for one, am rather happy about indeed. But I'll be honest with you, right, if you really want to make Single Strike or Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX decks, we actually have a better option, because it turns out they are featuring in the next lot of League Battle decks. I know. Now, the League Battle decks have been good. We've seen a few of them before. The most recent was Inteleon, and these are good. These are made by people at the Pokemon Company who know what they're doing. These are made by people who follow the competitive game, who know which decks are good, who know which cards are good, and these are basically guaranteed to come with a whole bunch of cool playable cards. Now, I say basically guaranteed because we don't actually know. According to the sell sheet, they come with a full playable 60 card deck loaded with power cards, 2 foil cards featuring either Single Strike Urshifu or Rapid Strike Urshifu V, 2 foil cards featuring either Single Strike Urshifu VMAX or Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, 2 coin condition markers, 6 damage counter dice and 1 competition legal flip die, 1 rulebook, 1 quick start guide, and a code card for the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Again, these are coming out on November the 12th, same day as Fusion Strike. So it's weird that Fusion Strike is referring to Pokemon TCG Live and these are referring to PTCGO, but there is every possibility that basically Pokemon are just choosing to introduce PTCG Live on Fusion Strike but the other associated products at the same time are sticking with PTCGO. As I've said, they're going to merge the two together. They have to. So it doesn't really matter. It's just a fun little caveat. And here you get 2 versions of the V and 2 versions of the V Max. Again, you have got the good versions of the V, not the bad. For me, the real question here is whether the Rapid Strike is going to come with the Inteleon from Chilling Reign. Because Rapid Strike Urshifu is a great deck, and like I say, it is a very strong argument it's the best deck in the game right now, but it is the best deck in the game right now with the Inteleon from Chilling Reign. And I don't think there's even really much of a counter-argument there. So my point here is that if they're giving you a League Battle deck without that Inteleon, they're giving you a weaker version of the deck. Now, look, I know it's not something we really like to talk about, but obviously there are certain constraints within which the company are working. In terms of the value of the cards they put inside the product, in terms of the complexity of the deck they want to make, etc. So it may well be that there's a good reason to not put Inteleon in. We have no idea. From the front of the box, we're only ever going to see the 2V and the 2V Max. So we'll have to wait and see. I personally have a lot of hope because these League Battle decks have been great in the past, but we will have to wait and see. Either way, like, I have a bunch of people fairly regularly going, Wassy, I want to start playing the Pokemon trading card game, what do I do? And my answer to them is always, go and pick up the League Battle decks that haven't rotated out, and the Trainer's Toolkit. And now, if somebody wants to get into playing the Pokemon trading card game competitively, I am basically just going to tell them, go and pick up that new blue Trainer's Toolkit. Remember, the red one has largely rotated. Go and pick up one of each of these League Battle decks and one of the Inteleon League Battle decks. And you're going to have basically everything you need for 3 decent decks. Like, in terms of getting into competitive playing, this is amazing. And I play a bunch of other trading card games. They don't have this. Like, if I want to start playing the Digimon TCG competitively, I cannot go and buy, like, 2 products for about $30 each. These, I should mention, are retailing for, well, $30 as it turns out. And then just make a proper competitive deck with a couple of singles. It's not doable. Other games don't do this. League Battle Deck and Trainer's Toolkit combined, it has, and I mean this in a literal sense of the word, never been easier to start playing the Pokemon trading card game competitively. And I know I have a bunch of viewers that are collectors or just casual Pokemon fans, and my plea to you guys is this. Go and pick up one of each of these League Battle decks and a Trainer's Toolkit, play a bunch of games with your mates and have a look. You will have seen at one of the Players' Cups, I want to say Players' Cup 2, could be wrong about that, the lovely Joe Bernard and I did have a caster showdown where we played these 2 decks, and I came off on the wrong side of it because, I don't know, Joe's too good or something, but these are fun decks to play against each other. I would recommend it highly. And the last 2 products we need to be talking about today, and these are all coming out on the 12th of November, I should mention, are the Dragonite and Hooper V-Boxes. Now, this is weird, because remember I told you the other day, the Dragonite box is absolutely scheduled for a November 12th release in the US. That is real, that is true, that is a thing, nothing has changed. But in Europe, it is still scheduled for a release in September, I think September the 24th. And that is weird, right? I cannot be the only one that thinks that's weird. So, all I can tell you is, unless we get some other information, you should expect the Dragonite box to be coming out significant, like 6 weeks or something earlier in Europe than it does in the US. As I've said, it doesn't really make a difference because Dragonite itself is in Evolving Skies, not the regular version, but the other versions. So in terms of legality and things of that nature, it's not going to make a difference. But it is just worth pointing out that it has gone and been revealed again. And it's been revealed like 4 times now. And it is coming. Far more interesting for us is the Hooper V-Box, which does feature the Hooper V, which is in Fusion Arts in Japan, so is therefore going to be in Fusion Strike over here. And that means it's going to be like the Dragonite. The Hooper V regular art will not be in Fusion Arts, it will be removed. The full art will be in Fusion Arts, and if there is an alternate art, we have no idea yet if there is or isn't, but if there is an alternate art special art, call it what you will, in Fusion Arts, that will also be in Fusion Strike. So like Dragonite, the other versions will be in the set, but the regular art is being taken out to be put in this product. And this is your standard, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill V-Box. You get yourself a Pokemon V and a Jumbo Pokemon V, the same one, 4 booster packs, and a code card for, I don't know, one of them. And probably PTCGO, to be honest. And it's going to cost you $20. And again, this is all coming out on November the 12th, which with Fusion Strike and everything else I told you about today, is shaping up to be a spectacularly busy day for the Pokemon TCG. But you don't have to get everything, and you don't have to get everything on release date. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about all of this stuff and everything we've talked about here. And all the love for Urshifu. And seriously, Urshifu is great, especially Rapid Strike Urshifu. So, having these products, letting us get easier access to them, this is good news, ladies and gentlemen. Very good news indeed. But for now, I want to know what you think about all of this, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.